Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain the fifth part of lesson number 10, India Agriculture. The points to be discussed today are cash crops like tobacco and rubber, condiments and spices, fruits, vegetables and spices, technical and institutional reforms in agriculture, and technical reforms. Tobacco. In the previous video, you have studied about cash crops like cotton, jute and sugarcane. And the fourth important cash crop is tobacco. Tobacco is a kharif crop. That means it is cultivated during the monsoon season. And what are the favorable conditions for tobacco? Sandy, loamy soil, temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, and rainfall of 100 centimeters. So what are the favorable conditions for tobacco? Sandy, loamy soil, 20 degrees Celsius of temperature, and rainfall of 100 centimeters. So to cultivate tobacco, soil is a more important factor than climate. So what is a determining factor for the cultivation of a tobacco? Soil than climate. The four major countries in the world which grow and export tobacco are China, Brazil, India and USA. So which are the four major countries in the world which grow and export tobacco? China, Brazil, India and USA. In India, the major states producing tobacco are Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. So which are the major states producing tobacco in India? Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. So tobacco is what type of crop? It is a kharif crop. What are the favorable conditions for tobacco? Sandy, loamy soil, temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and rainfall of 100 centimeters. What is the determining factor for the cultivation of tobacco? Soil, then climate. Which are the four major countries in the world which grow and export tobacco? China, Brazil, India and USA. Which are the major states of producing tobacco in India? Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. In Gujarat, the Charota region of Kheda and Anand district, Mehsana, Vadodara and Panjamahal grow more tobacco. So in Gujarat, which are the districts which produce more tobacco? Charota region of Kheda. Charota region of Kheda is known as a land of golden leaves. When tobacco ripens, it turns golden yellowish in color and falls on the ground. So that is why Charota region of Kheda is known as a land of golden leaves. And Anand district, then Mehsana, Vadodara, Panjamahal, they grow more tobacco. 80% of BD and tobacco of India is produced from that tobacco in India. So 80% of BD and tobacco of India is produced from the tobacco that is produced in Gujarat. What are the uses of tobacco? Tobacco is used to make gudka, BD, cigarette, snuff, etc. So what are the uses of tobacco? It is used to make gudka, BD, cigarette, snuff, etc. And the tobacco consumption is harmful to the health. Sikkim is the first state in India to ban tobacco gudka. So which is the first state in India to ban tobacco gudka? Sikkim. So in Gujarat, which districts produce more tobacco? Charota region of Kheda and Anand district, Mehsana, Vadodara and Panjamahal. About 80% of BD tobacco of India is produced in Gujarat. What are the uses of tobacco? It is used to make a gudka, BD, cigarette, snuff, etc. Tobacco consumption is a usage of tobacco is harmful to the health. Different types of cancers, lung cancer all develop due to the consumption of tobacco. So which is the first state to ban tobacco, gudka, to stop the use of that tobacco, gudka? Sikkim. So tobacco, what type of crop it is? It is a kharif crop. What are the favorable conditions? Sandy, loamy soil, temperature of 20 degrees Celsius and a rainfall of 100 centimeter. What is the determining factor for the cultivation of tobacco? Soil. Then climate. Which are the major countries in the world which grow and export tobacco? China, Brazil, India, and the USA. Which are the major states of producing tobacco in India? Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Karnataka. Which district of Gujarat produce tobacco? Charota region of Kheda and Anand district, Mehsana, Vadodara, and Panjamahal. About 80% of a BD tobacco of India is produced in Gujarat. What are the uses of tobacco? It is used to make gudka, BD, cigarette, snuff, etc. It is harmful to the health of the people. Which is the first state to ban gudka or tobacco? Sikkim. The next one is a rubber. Rubber is also a cash crop. So rubber is prepared out of the milk oozing out of the latex tree. So rubber, how it is prepared or made from that milk. Oozing means flowing slowly out of the latex trees. Latex means that a white liquid substance produced by rubber tree is called a latex. So how rubber is produced out of the milk, flowing slowly out of the white liquid produced by rubber tree. Acetic acid is mixed with the milk collected from the rubber plantation. Then it is heated on low temperature to obtain rubber. So in order to make a rubber, they are mixing with that milk, they are mixing acetic acid, and then it is heated on low temperature. So rubber is how rubber is prepared out of the milk flowing out slowly from the white liquid substance produced by rubber tree. Then what is mixed with it? Acetic acid, and then it is heated on low temperature to obtain rubber. What are the uses of rubber? Rubber is used in many industrial products like tire, tubes, etc. And what are the favorable conditions for rubber plantation? It is a plantation crop. It is plantation crop as well as a cash crop. It is carried out in the regions of hot and humid climate and heavy rainfall. Malaysia ranks first in the world in rubber production. So which country ranks first in the world in the production of rubber? Malaysia. In India, which states produce rubber? Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Assam, and Tripura. So, how is the rubber prepared out of the milk flowing out slowly out of the latex of a tree? That white liquid substance coming out slowly from the rubber tree. And then what is mixed with it? Acetic acid. Then it is heated on low temperature to obtain rubber. What are the uses? It is used in many industrial products like tires, tubes, etc. And what are the favorable conditions? That hot and humid climate and heavy rainfall. Which country ranks first in the world in rubber production? Malaysia. Which states produce rubber in India? Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Assam, and Tripura. So how rubber is prepared out of the milk oozing out of the latex trees. Acetic acid is mixed with the milk collected from the rubber plantations. Then it is heated on low temperature to obtain rubber. What are the uses of rubber? It is used in many industrial products like tires, tubes, etc. Rubber plantation. What are the favorable conditions? Hot and humid climate and heavy rainfall. Which country ranks first in the world in rubber production? Malaysia. Which states of India produce rubber? Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Assam, and Tripura. Then condiments and spices. Condiments and spices means a masala that add a flavor to the food. Gujarat ranks first in the production of cumin seed, fennel seed, and isabgol in the world. So which state ranks first in the production of condiments and spices in India? Gujarat. Gujarat ranks first in the production of which condiments and spices? Cumin seed, that fennel seed, and isabgol in the world. Besides this, India leads in the production and export of a dried coriander, then fenugreek, mustard, suva, ajwain. Cumin seed means a jeera. Fennel seed means a song, saying that. And besides, India also lead in the production and export of a dried coriander. dhania, fenugreek, methi, mustard, rye, suva and ajwain. That is saying in Hindi also same word only. So which state ranks first in the production of cumin seed, fennel seed and isabgol in the world? Gujarat. India leads in the production and export of which is condiments and spices, dried coriander, then fenugreek, mustard, suva, and ajwain. India contributes about 35% of the total world production of condiments. So, what is the contribution of India in the world production of condiments? 35%. India's black pepper, cinnamon, clove, etc. are in high demand in the country and the world. So India produces these black pepper, cinnamon, clove, etc. That is why since ancient time India was famous for these spices. Foreign countries were attracted by this and they came to India in search of these condiments and spices. So India's which condiments and spices were famous since ancient time? Black pepper, cinnamon, clove, etc. Then which medicinal plants are produced in India? Ashwagandha, then tulsi, kariyatu, mindiyaval, then white musli, madhunasini, ashok, garmal, lindi pepper, gallo, aloe vera. They are the medicinal plants grown in India. And mint, menthol, palm rosa, lemongrass, etc. are included as a flavored crops. That means that are added to the food to give that smell or flavor to the flavor to the food. So which state ranks first in the production of condiments and spices? Gujarat. Gujarat ranks first in the production of which condiments and spices? Cumin seed, fennel seed, and isabgol. And in the production of which condiments India ranks first in the world. That dried coriander, fenugreek, mustard, suva, and ajwain. What is the contribution of India in the total world production of condiments? 35%. Which condiments were famous in India since ancient time? Black pepper, cinnamon, clove, etc. Which medicinal plants are produced in India? Ashwagandha, tulsi, kariyatu, mindiyaval, white musli, madhunasini, then ashok, garmal, lindi pepper, gallo, aloe vera, etc. Which crops are included as a flavored crops? Mint, menthol, palm rosa, lemongrass, etc. Then fruits, vegetables, and flowers. So India also produces different types of fruits, vegetables, and flowers. So in the production of a fruit, India ranks second after China. So China ranks first and India ranks second in the production of a fruit. So which are the fruits grown in India? Banana, mango, apple, grapes, naspati, orange, etc. So which are the fruits grown in India? Banana, mango, apple, grapes, naspati, orange, etc. So which country ranks first and which country ranks second in the production of a fruit? China ranks first and India ranks second in the production of fruits. Which fruits are grown in India? Banana, mango, apple, grape, naspati, orange, etc. So where are bananas grown in India? Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, and Maharashtra. So which state of India produces banana? Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, and Maharashtra. Then apples are grown in Jammu, Kashmir, and Himachal Pradesh. So which states produce apples? Jammu, Kashmir, and Himachal Pradesh. Then where are the grapes grown in India? Uttaranchal, Uttarakhand or Uttarakhand, Maharashtra, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. So where are the grapes grown in India? Uttarakhand, Maharashtra, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. So the grapes that produced in India is less than its demand. So India is importing grapes from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Australia. So why India is importing grapes from other countries? Because the production of a grape is less than its demand. India is importing grapes from which countries? Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Australia. And besides this, different vegetables are also grown in India. Then Flowers like a rose, jui, mogro, galgato, etc. are also cultivated. Thus, various crops are grown in India. We have seen India has a different type of climate, different soil, irrigation facilities are available like that. Different types of crops are grown in India. So which country ranks first and which country ranks second in the production of a fruit? China ranks first and India ranks second in the production of fruits. Which are the fruits cultivated in India? Banana, mango, apple, grape, naspati, orange, etc. Where are the bananas grown in India? Tamil Nadu, Gujarat and Maharashtra. Where are the apples grown in India? Jammu, Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. Where are the grapes grown in India? Uttarakhand, Maharashtra, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu, Kashmir, Punjab, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. Why India is importing grapes from other countries? Because the production is less than its demand. India is importing grapes from which countries? Afghanistan, Pakistan and Australia. Which are the flowers cultivated in India? Rose, jui, mogro, galgotto, etc. Like that, different types of crops are grown in India. The next one is a grass. Grass means a ghas, saying no that with the increasing cultivation for cash crops, so there is a shortage of a grass. We have seen now farmers are interested in cultivating cash crops because they will get the money immediately and they provide raw materials for many industries. There is a great demand for cash crops. So that farmers are interested in cultivating cash crops. That is why there is a shortage of a grass. So different types of grasses like daraf, Gujarat daraf, then anjan, pusa, yellow anjan, marshal, Gujarat marble grass one, shaniyar, Gujarat shaniyar, and the Jinjova, then Daman, Hemeta, and Clarita are grown in Gujarat. So, which are the different types of grass? Why these grass are grown? In order to give food to the cattle. So, they are useful as a fodder to the cattle. Which are the fodder crop grown in Gujarat? Daraf, Anjan, Marsa, Shaniyar, Jinjovo, Daman, Hemeta, and Clarita are grown in Gujarat. Generally, all grass types should be harvested in October. That is after 4 months of sowing them. So they are harvesting, cutting the that grass in the October. In the month of October, means after 4 months of sowing them. So before that 4 months they are sowing, and after sowing this that grass, after the 4th month they are harvesting in October. So why that the cultivation of a grass has increased? Why there is a shortage of a grass? Because there is an increasing demand for cash crops. Farm there is a shortage of a grass. Which are the grasses cultivated in Gujarat? Daraf, Anjan, Marshal, Shaniyar, Jinjovo, Daman, Hemeta, Clatria, etc. are grown in Gujarat. And when they are harvested in October, that is after 4 months of sowing them. Then technical and institutional reforms in agriculture. So earlier farmers, that we know that farmers were using that simple and ordinary farm implements like a sickle, spade, a hoe, drill plow, then bullock cart, etc. Now farmers are making use of modern implements like tractors, trailers, rotators, etc. And they are also making use of modern equipments like a thresher, harvesters in harvesting that wheat, cutting the crop of wheat. And farmers are also making use of chemical fertilizers, hybrid seeds, BT seeds, insecticides, drip irrigation, greenhouses, etc. So earlier farmers were using that simple and ordinary farm implements like a sickle, spade, a hoe, drill plow, bullock cart, etc. Now farmers are, with the development of science and technology, farmers are using that modern implements like tractors, trailers, rotators, etc. They are also using modern equipments like a thresher and harvesters for wheat harvesting. there is an increase in the use of chemical fertilizers, hybrid seeds, BT seeds, insecticides, drip irrigation, and greenhouses, etc. Then you are going to study about technical reforms in agriculture. State the technical reforms made in agriculture. That write in your textbook this question. It is very important question. Many times it asked in that board exam. State the technical reforms made in agriculture. The changes which have taken place in seeds, fertilizers, and farm implements in India are known as technical reforms. So what is meant by technical reforms? That the changes that have taken place in the use of seeds, fertilizers. Earlier that farmers were using cow dung, urine, etc. Now they are using chemical fertilizers. Then farm implements also we have seen they are making use of tractors, rotators, etc. And that is known as technical reforms. So the changes that have taken place in seeds, fertilizers, and farm implements are known as technical reforms. Earlier, in order to irrigate that agriculture land, farmers were that drawing water from the wells by using leather buckets, water wheel, etc. Now they are using submersible pumps, monoblock pump, solar pump, irrigation, sprinklers, etc. So earlier what the farmers were using for irrigating the land, leather buckets, that water wheel, etc. Now they are using submersible pumps, monoblock pump, solar pump, irrigation, and sprinklers. So what is meant by technical reforms? The changes which are taken place in seeds, fertilizers, and farm implements in India are known as technical reforms. Earlier farmers were using leather buckets and a water wheel. Now they are using submersible pumps or monoblock pump, solar pump, irrigation, and sprinklers. Now the farmers are using chemical fertilizers like a diammonia phosphate. Short form is a DAP. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash, NPK. Urea and other biofertilizers, liquid biofertilizer, biotech, etc. So the farmers are using now chemical fertilizers like a diammonia phosphate, DAP, that nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, NPK, urea, and other biofertilizers, liquid biofertilizer, biotech seeds, etc. Now farmers are getting that guidance through radio, television, newspapers, DD, Kisan channel, SMS on mobile by the Kisan toll-free number 1800 Kisan call center. If they are having any doubt regarding agriculture, they can ask the collect information by using that toll-free number 1800 Then government farm web portals are there. iKedut and a mobile app like AgriMarket. So what is meant by technical reforms? The changes which have taken place in seeds, fertilizers, and farm implements in India are known as technical reforms. The farmers who earlier used leather buckets and water wheel now uses submersible pumps or monoblock or solar pump, irrigation, and sprinklers. Chemical fertilizers like diammonia phosphate, DAP, then nitrogen, phosphorus, potash, NPK, urea, and other biofertilizers, liquid fertilizer, biotech seeds, etc. Because of that, crop production has increased. Farmers are constantly guided, means they are getting guidance for agriculture through radio, television, newspapers, DD Kisan channel, SMS on mobile by the Kisan toll-free number 1800 Kisan call center, government farm web portals, iKedut, and a mobile app like AgriMarkets. New agriculture researches and new techniques are conveyed to the farmers in the village by Gram Sevak. So if anything is new is found in the field of agriculture, and new implements, new machines are invented in the field of agriculture, they are getting the information, and they are given the information by the Gram Sevaks. So Gram Sevaks, they are visiting the houses of the farmers and give them information regarding that new agriculture research and new techniques. So new agriculture researchers and new techniques are conveyed to the farmers in the village by Gram Sevaks. Government has appointed Gram Sevaks. These Gram Sevaks, they are visiting the houses of the farmers and giving information about the latest development in agriculture and the latest research. Then if new machines are invented in the field of agriculture, etc. A farmer training center is established in every district headquarter wherein the farmers are given training. So in order to give a training to the farmers for the use of chemical fertilizers, how to use the machineries, etc. Farmer training center is established in every district headquarter, and there that farmers are given the training. Then recent information and guidance are provided to the farmer through agriculture fairs in Gujarat. So if anything is recently anything found, that is a giving that is a conveyed to the farmers, and guidance is also provided to the farmers through agriculture fairs in Gujarat. Then agriculture universities and colleges are established in every state. In Gujarat also, Sardar Patel Krishi University, it is situated at Dandivada. So agriculture universities are established at Dandivada, Junagadh, Anand, Navsari in Gujarat. So agriculture universities and agriculture colleges are established in every state. That agriculture universities are established in Gujarat, where that agriculture universities are established at Dandivada. Then that is a Sardar Patel Krishi University, Junagadh, Ananda and Navsari in Gujarat. And these universities carries out research and prepares new experts in agriculture. So these universities, what they are doing, they are carrying out research, finding out new things in agriculture, and they are also preparing that agro-scientist. Besides this, Indian Council for Agriculture Research and that is ICAR, and the Department of Agriculture Research and Education are active at a national level. So besides that, Indian Council for Agriculture Research and the Department of Agriculture Research and Education, they are also active in developing agriculture at a national level. So new agriculture researchers and new techniques, how they are conveyed to the farmers by the Gram Sevaks appointed by the government. And farmer training centers have been established in every district headquarter, and there that farmers are given training. Then recent information and guidance is provided to the farmers through agriculture fairs in Gujarat. Then agriculture universities and colleges are established in every state. And agriculture universities, where they are established, Dandivada, Junagadh, Anand and Navsari. But what is the work of these universities? They are carrying out research and preparing that agro-scientist. Besides this, which organizations are also active at a national level? Indian Council for Agriculture Research and the Department of Agriculture Research and Education. So what are the technical that the technical reforms made in the field of agriculture? So what is meant by that technical reforms? The changes which have taken place in seeds, fertilizers and farm implements in India are known as technical reforms. First one is the farmer who earlier used leather buckets and a water wheel, now uses submersible pumps or monoblock pump, solar pump, drip irrigation and sprinklers. Chemical fertilizers like di-ammonia, which chemical fertilizers are now used? Di-ammonia, phosphate, then nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, urea and other biofertilizers, liquid biofertilizer, biotech seeds are used. Then how farmers are getting the guidance? So through radio, newspapers, television, DD Kisan channel, SMS on mobile by the Kisan toll-free number 1800-180-151 Kisan call center, government farm web portals, Kedut and a mobile app like AgriMarket. New agriculture researches and new techniques are conveyed to the farmers in the village by the Gram Sevaks. Then a farmer training center is established in every district headquarter where the farmers are given training. Recent information and guidance are provided to the farmers through agriculture fairs in Gujarat. Then agriculture universities and colleges are established in every state. Where are the agriculture universities established in Gujarat? Dandivada, Junagadh, Anand and Navsari district. So what is the work of these universities? They are carrying out research and preparing that agro-scientist. Which organizations are active in the development of agriculture? Indian Council for Agriculture Research, ICAR, and the Department of Agriculture Research and Education are active at international level.